Hi everyone, welcome to the Fire Artisan channel. I'm Drew, and today we were supposed to record day 4 of Cedric Phillips' Mono Green Beast deck, and we're still going to do that, but I couldn't wait on this. Ugin the Spirit Dragon has been released in Core Set 2021. This fellow, and I redeemed him immediately. I had been waiting, I had been saving my mythic wild cards for this moment. I saw this card in the previews, and yeah, it's a very, very powerful card. And so I wanted to play my favorite ramping deck to get to it. You can obviously play Sultai Ramp, Bant Ramp. I've been experimenting with this in Mono Green Tron as well. It's obviously perfect for that deck. But this is the deck I've been getting the best results with, and I like Simic Ramp because you're going to play cards like Risen Reef, Cavalier of Thorns. You have the Elemental package, and your mana is just better than it is in some of these 3-color decks. So the ramping tends to be really successful, and I think you have some game against everything. So I really like this deck. So we're just straight up playing 4 copies of Ugin the Spirit Dragon, which is crazy. I mean, this is an 8 mana card. But I'm just so excited to see it on the battlefield that even though it's probably right to play more like 2 or 3 copies, I just want to go for it. And I cut 1 Cavalier of Thorns to support it. And we'll see how that works out for us. Yeah, so the sideboard, I think is pretty straightforward. We've got 4 Aether Gusts in the sideboard just because there are a lot of red and green creature decks out there at the moment. We've got Negates and Mystical Disputes to play against other ramping decks like Azorius Control. Return to Nature, Instant Speed, Destroy Artifacts, Enchantments, and Shifting Ceratops for the blue decks. And we could even bring in Shifting Ceratops against Mono Red if we wanted to be more like a mid-range creature deck. So we're just going to go for it here. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun playing with this. I mean, Ugin comes down as on 7 loyalty, which is just absurd. I mean, even if you didn't plus him or anything and you left him at 7, that is so hard for especially a creature-based opponent to kill. It's obviously a little bit weaker against a card like Elspeth Conquers Death, but you can minus him to basically exile anything or everything. And 3 damage to any target is +2 loyalty on Ugin. So you can very quickly get him to 9 and threaten to just use that ultimate on the following turn. So yeah, he is extremely powerful and can definitely wrap up a game, especially with the ability to be, we're playing with 4 of him, so we could potentially be sandbagging a copy of him in hand for a little while and just play them consecutively. Not sure what's going on. Bit of hesitation from the arena client there. Looks like we're good to go though. All right, this looks to be a really strong hand. We only have 2 Arboreal Grazers in the deck, so we're lucky to see one. I think we're basically just looking to ramp as successfully as possible here. Something like a Risen Reef would be a pretty strong draw, but otherwise we're just looking for lands. Maybe working towards something like Nissa. All right, so not that thrilled to play a Hydroid Krasis next turn. Oh, well, I am thrilled to play a Nissa. You got to think I mean, my one consideration here with just slamming the Nissa is that I think they're very likely to be holding up a card like Murderous Rider. But, so even if they're holding up Murderous Rider, this does leave me with a 3/3 on the battlefield and the ability to play Krasis next turn. So I think it's still fine. Plus, if they don't have a card like that, then they kind of just lose on the spot. I mean, Nissa's so powerful, so I think you got to go for this. I think I want to animate this island. All right, well, I think we would have seen the Murderous Rider there, so that must not be in hand for them. I mean, they haven't played anything yet, so I imagine they're having a lot of trouble here. Seems to just be Golgari. Nope, I guess they needed white. Okay. Yeah, big play for the opponent there for sure. I think we are just looking to play Cavalier of Thorns this turn. With got some guaranteed ramp basically, plus the Krasis are a pretty good backup plan. If our opponent doesn't interact with our board too much next turn, then we're going to have access to a lot of mana. Got a Nissa that can come back. Oh, wow. Okay. We are going to be able to put a lot of pressure on this Nissa here. Yeah, so I guess my thought, right, is if we attack the Nissa with the island and the Cavalier, I think they probably would just be willing to trade off the island and the plains. So then we would lose 1 mana on the Leafkin Druid. So I think I probably just want to play the Krasis now. Yeah, I think that makes sense. It is a little painful to pay it for 5. I mean, I guess I just could have gone for that attack, maybe. Oh, pretty good draw there, though. Yeah, really good draws for us. So we are really closing on Ugin. We'll have him for next turn if they can't take out our Leafkin Druid, basically. So, feeling very good about this. They'll have access to 5 mana here. Up to 7 if they play another forest. 7 mana here. No 9 mana because they could untap a forest. Yeah, so it's interesting, though. They're not playing a card like Hydroid Krasis. Oh, this is going to be Casualties of War. That's a pretty big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we draw a land, we can still play the Ugin. No dice on the Ugin. Yeah, you would think they can't keep throwing their lands in front of the Nissa there. All right, so yeah, we don't have enough blue sources to play and escape an Uro. Yeah, I think maybe we'll just see what we draw here. All right. Definitely okay with that. Give me a land. Another Ugin. Shoot. Yeah. Definitely in a situation where, I mean, they took us off some mana there, so it's going to be a little tough to cast Ugin. I mean, Uro's pretty powerful for next turn, and we are ahead on board still, but you got to feel like if they make a couple big plays here, they could potentially come back. Another Nissa. No. Oh, get off the battlefield. I can't believe this. All right. Yeah. This stinks, and we're starting to take big hits here. I think I'm going to save the blockers for when I put an Ugin down. If they don't have an answer to the Ugin, then that would still be, you know, really significant. I can... That is a Nissa. I think that's the play, so I'll have access to 6 mana after Nissa. I think that's the play. All right, this looks okay so far. So we've got a Krasis and another Nissa we could grab with the Dead Cavalier. Wonder if we want to untap a forest to bluff something. I don't think we need to. I think we're in a strong enough position here. All right, so their Nissa goes to 5 here. Or, excuse me, goes to 1. Takes 5 from our Cavalier. Still feels like we're in a pretty commanding position. Even if they cast another Casualties of War. I mean, that's kind of the worst case scenario. Like, so what would happen there? Nissa, maybe Nissa, Uro, Breeding Pool. We would still be smacking them with the Cavalier. Their Nissa would still just die. Wow, great henge. And a decent amount of mana. We'll see what they can come up with here. Yeah, they've got 6 mana on this great henge, but no creatures in hand. Okay. Well, you guessed it, folks. I think it's Ugin time. Yeah. Wow, on the stack. Yes. Well, that is fun. That is too fun. God, that is a sick card. That is a disgusting card right there. So we're gonna have more interaction. Playing the Great Henge. I'm not that worried about the Great Henge. Got Aether Gust and Negates. And so this handles Nissa. I'm totally blanking on like everything they played with. So, oh, Casualties of War, it answers that. That's fine. This is good enough. So, yeah. How important is the Cavalier here? I don't think it's that important. I think we're just going to go a little bit. So how important is it to have the Cavaliers? I mean, they are so good. I mean, it's tough to know if you want to take out the Grazers. But I do like, yeah, I mean, I do think they're really strong. Maybe I'll take out a Crisis. Put a Risen Reef back in. I mean, the main thing is to have that interaction in. I guess I could take out the Grazers, put in the Cavalier. I think I actually like that. I think this is what we're going to go with. Kind of shaving off the most expensive cards. I don't think we can keep this. I think you mulligan this hand. No blue mana. Yeah, I don't think we need 2 Uros. Yeah. It's not a great hand. It's not a great hand. Well, there goes Uro. Wow. Is the game plan to just let these Risen Reefs spiral out of control? Yeah, I guess it is. I mean, yeah, I guess it is. I mean, they have more removal, so we're just not going to win on that front. So I think it makes sense to just try to take over with overwhelming card advantage. And these are great. I mean, the worst they do is draw you a card when they come down, and we're going to get 2 triggers off of them for next turn. We're going to take a few hits from this Serpent. Hopefully that's okay. All right, they're not holding up removal, I guess. Yeah. I mean, this is the plan, right? Take over with overwhelming card advantage. Because, you know, we start to gain life. Like, the bigger this Crisis gets, the better. I mean, we don't have an answer to Stonecoil Serpent, but... Ooh. All right. Three mana left. So I think I want to let them draw a card, then hit Nissa, right? I think that's the play. Go ahead and draw. I think we're getting low enough that I want to just preserve the life total a little bit while still getting some triggers off the Leafkin Druid next turn. They seem to be going full aggro mode. So I need to accomplish a decent amount here. I think I like starting with the Leafkin Druid. I mean, Hydroid Crisis for 6 is an option. So the Stonecoil Serpent would still get through, but I would sandbag the other creatures. Alternatively, I could do Hydroid Krasis for 4, look to trade with the Gem Razor, and then still have Negate up. I think I like this option. I think I can wait on the Krasis. Okay, just ramp there. Yeah. I can just gust the Gem Razor. Nissa's going to be their whole turn. I'm just trying to think of what block I want to make here. I think I have a ton of mana, so I don't need to block with the Risen Reefs just yet. And then we'll gust. All right, so we'll start with the castle. All right, so this is going to be, it's going to be an 8. We're leaving 2 open. Wow, that's a lot of bricks. That is a lot of bricks. I mean, at least we drew an answer to their Stonecoil Serpent in Cavalier of Thorns. And maybe we can use that to get back. Nothing great. I guess an Aether Gust. I mean, if they draw another Nissa, then we're in serious trouble here. Okay. Gem Razor almost wins in the game there. Oh my god. Yeah, now we just need to draw. Oh, wow. I think that's it for us. No, we're still alive because we can block all but one of the Gem Razor. So do we want to scry here? I think we do because we want to have some say in terms of what goes in our graveyard to maybe get back when the Cavalier gets run over. And we should be able to scry too. Oh my god, I forgot. We're going to draw a ton of cards here. Okay, Nissa helps. How do we want to tap for Nissa? All right. I think I'm just going to hold back. I feel like I'm in a very precarious spot here. So I could be wrong, but I don't believe the breeding pool counts as multicolored. So I think that is an additional blocker for the Gem Razor. I could be wrong. We may see whether I'm wrong shortly. But, I mean, I think this is kind of lethal damage coming back the other way next turn if we just attack all. So we really just need to survive this turn and survive whatever they spend their 4 mana on here. Wow, this has been a really crazy game. I think, unless I'm wrong, we may now have the advantage. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, we did it. Wow. Simic ramp. Didn't see a lot of Ugin. I mean, Ugin won us the first game, like finished them off. We were pretty far ahead and he sealed the deal. Didn't see him this game. Didn't need him. Simic ramp is plenty powerful on its own, thank you. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Simic ramp with Ugin the Spirit Dragon, the very new and exciting card from Core Set 2021. So I will continue to experiment with that card. Expect a mono green Tron video in the next few days. That is one I'm very excited about. You can't really get to 8 mana faster, albeit less consistently than with mono green Tron. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Remember to subscribe. Thank you so much for supporting me, and I will see you next time.